day one of the move. It's happening. Today was electrical. Let me flip it around. I'll show you what's going on over here. This will be a central office over here. It'll be my office and probably inspection and stuff like that. Perfect, because it's centrally located. Over here in this corner is where we're going to be doing the all the machines. We're going to have the one big cell of 8. And what we got going on up here is these are 2 home runs of 480 volt. I mean, that is some serious power. And it used to turn and go over here to another transformer. You can kind of see it over here, and it's bolted to the ground and stuff. And there used to be a giant printing press that ran off European voltages. So that transformer is totally worthless. As I turn around to where I used to be over here, we're gonna have a training room. It's gonna be 10 foot high, glass windows, and it'll have, it'll be nice. It'll be a nice thing for the community, for local students, also industry training events. Plan on doing that. And that's our shipping room in here. Yeah, I'll take you through that. So, it's nice. It's about, I don't know, about 20 feet, something like that, 20 feet long. I have this table. It's like perfect for shipping and supplies, and so yeah, that's a keeper. Not my, not quite up to my personal standards, but a little paint and a little TLC will fix that up. And what's nice is, you know, we have this big open space, and typically from a lean approach, open spaces they're not usually good for like the transportation element of it. They're not good for excess movement, things like that. So we just have to be careful about that. That's why we're really going with keeping with the cellular approach. So we'll have machines over there. In this area where I'm standing, we got the bay door behind us. Basically, material will come in, immediately get sawed, and we practice full manufacturing, so we're ordering only enough to complete the orders, or at least a historical number of orders that we can still maintain same-day shipping. And we'll probably do pallet rack in here. There will be a building in here. This will be a future assembly room, and possibly shipping as well. And then so we can saw material, and it will be distributed to the machine. So I want to get away from material racks. Material racks are built to foster excess inventory. When you think about it, like, you shouldn't have a material rack. You should get the material, cut it, and go make it. Now, of course, I know there's arguments against this. You know, you can't process everything at once, or you have like a POs spread out over several months or years, and so you might as well buy the material up front. I get that, but for the most part, we know what we're making. We know kind of the pace at which sales is growing, so we're going to do away with material racks. Temporary. They're going to be small. I'll say that. They're going to be small. Right now, we have a material rack with 4 shelves. I'm going to keep it that way. So anyway, material will be here. Usually saws are like by the back door. Again, we're transporting a lot, so we're going to put the saw close to the machining cell, not near it, because sawing to me is a dumb and dirty operation, and so it's going to be far enough away where it doesn't get the area dirty, but close enough where we're not transporting a bunch of stuff. So yeah, saw probably around this area, and then the first machine, which would be the VF4, will be right about here. We have a new VF2 coming, which will be right next to it. Lathe, mill. So, I mean, yeah, it's going. Things are coming along. And this is day 1. Let's see what day 2 looks like. Moving day 2. Check it out. It's all gonna go. The plan is to sell as much as we can, so we don't have to move this. And we tried, and we got pretty far. See, those are good. And we're gonna move them gently over to the unit. Let's go check that out. Take a look. The electricians were here last night. They pulled this incredibly double aught wire. I mean, I don't really even deal with wire that big, but they did. There's things called home runs. This is all stuff I'm learning. We got 2 main home runs up there that go to the building. The total building is 17,000. We have 7,000, and it runs all the way over here. I had to actually buy a transformer. This is something new to me too, because transformers are usually big, ugly green things that sit out on the street. And this building has 480 in, and so this goes steps it down from 480 to 220. I'm sorry, 208, 120. And it costs a lot of money. So, you know, when you move, I think that's just part of it. There's unseen costs that kind of pop up. But I mean, this wire is like, it's a big solid 1/2 inch thick. 2-aught, I think it's called 2-aught. So even the neutral or a ground or something like that is pretty beefy, like a number 2 or something, or number 4 wire. So yeah, 3-phase, 480 coming in. And then that transformer will go to a panel, 3-phase panel that will power all the machines. So yeah, it's coming along. Let's take a peek in my office. So the nice thing about this office is it's nice, it's quiet, it has good visibility, good access. We'll probably do this a combo room. I don't need my own office, but I prefer to be on the floor, and the windows give great visibility. We'll probably do inspection in here as well. You know, we've got, you know, some high-end inspection equipment that my philosophy is to keep not have an inspection area, because you're transporting stuff back and forth, but also, you know, to keep stuff clean. Not so much for climate control. It's pretty mild here in Southern California. So, and we don't need aerospace approvals or anything like that. And really, the most it ever varies that would throw us off is, you know, 2 or 3 tenths. And if we do need to inspect stuff that is that close, which we do, we'll do that in a climate controlled area. But for the most part, this is pretty darn good. And so we're just gonna, you know, outfit this with just everything we need to be a functioning central office. Let me show you the view from this area. So if you notice, I'll be able to see the training room, both bay doors. Right straight ahead, there's gonna be a room that's put in there. We're not gonna do it right away, but it's definitely gonna go in there. That's gonna be an assembly area. You can see a couple posts that need to be kind of addressed when we put the drywall up. But pretty much from there, both bay doors, the existing shipping room and possibly assembly room, and then this panel is going to be gone, that 480 panel. But then I'll have a window here so I can see the cells, which is going to be really nice. Communication is big here at the company, so we'll be able to make eye contact as well as visual contact with each other. We use a few apps. We use an app called Voxer, that's the name of the app. So we all have those. It's pretty much like a walkie-talkie. For anyone that has a cell phone, a walkie-talkie. So it's nice to make like visual contact. My shipping manager, Jerry, he'll be in that far window back there. And so he's got the desktop version of that, so we can just, you know, Voxer each other, walkie-talkie each other, and actually make eye contact. He can hold up things, I guess. Hey, you want me to ship this? What about this? So that's nice. So we don't have to cut down, or we will be cutting down any like transportation or wasted motion, that type of those types of lean things that we watch out for. So yeah, let's keep going. That's all the stuff that we haven't needed for a while. Just boxes that we buy in bulk. We've had to just store them, and now we get to store them in a proper place. And it's one of those things, boxes you just can't get away from, you know, just the excess inventory. And I hate it because we've had to store it, but we store things up on racks. So now that will be stored on top of this room that has a hard top, which is really nice because a hard top room is it's double the floor space. So yeah, so in here, this will be the shipping room. It's already gotten less echoey, which is kind of neat. And so we're the guys that brought over these racks. And you know, if you're interested in these racks, they're global industrial, and we get this brace here. It bumps up the load bearing capacity to something like 400 pounds or 800 pounds. I don't think I'd ever do that. Maybe we have inadvertently, but these are really nice heavy duty racks. And then we're also reconfiguring the room. So if you notice over there, in previous tours, the boxes were over there, and then we're going over here, we're creating the box, and then we're working back. That flow didn't work right. It's just how we had it set up. So now the boxes will start there, we'll have the tape dispenser, and everything will flow along here to the cart, and then it will go out to shipping. So everything is kind of like flowing a lot better. That was my vision for this area, that it would be just a room that just is easier to work with. It's already pretty easy, but it hopefully will get easier. Yeah, like I showed you last time, this bench is awesome, a little shelf, that's great. Other than that, we have machinery coming. Time out. Remember the shipping thing that I just showed you? A couple hours later. This is what we're gonna do. Let me show you why. This room is so much wider than our last shipping area that we just saw, hey, let's mimic it. But really, this is a pretty good lean lesson that just because you had it one way definitely does not mean it needs to be the same. And that's why there's no one right way. There's a lot of wrong ways to do lean, but there's no one right way. And I think this is a good example. Because we have so much width in this room here, we're gonna do back-to-back shelves, so we have mini aisles. And so it turns out we can get in a lot more shelves doing it this way. Instead of using kind of like this side-to-side real estate, we're coming back into the machine, the shop area, and it's still a really wide, like 8 or 9 foot aisle. And then these, I'm spacing them out at 42 inches, which is comfortable. So, because we need more racks. Growth of the business, we need to store more product. Like our Rotovice, for example, doesn't really have a good home when they're ordered. We build them because we're not putting them on shelves, whereas the Pro pallet system, the mini pallet systems, all the SmartBack line, all that stuff, they are built and then stocked above minimum levels. So yeah, we'll have a shelf here, two more. So just that little thing gained us a lot more storage room in this particular shipping area. So, okay, back to the tour. We have machinery coming in tomorrow, full 8 CNC machines, actually 7. If any of you follow me on Instagram, the Super Mini Mill 2 was sold. That's going to Massachusetts area. And let's see, that is gonna be loaded tomorrow, but not brought here. It's loaded onto a long distance flatbed trailer. And we also ordered another VF2 with a probe. First probe I've ever owned, because the process that we've developed would greatly benefit from it. More to come about probes. I know I've mentioned that in different shop tour videos, but we really haven't used probes, and I'm pretty excited about it. I don't just automatically buy them, but I'm getting ahead of myself. It's gonna come with a probe, and it's gonna go right over there. And so day 3 will be pretty exciting. A lot of stuff moving. So until tomorrow, this is the end of day 2.